Coders, welcome to my video. In this video, we'll see how to send the structure in a file in a formatted string. In the last video, we have studied how this structure is being saved into a file in the binary format. So in there, we use some APIs like fwrite and fread, which is useful for sending the binary data to the file. But here, we need the human readable data into that file so that anyone can open it in a normal notepad or vim and can read the data properly, which is not in the case of binary format, where we will see that we have data in the form of hex values, and the data is very distorted. If we keep on increasing the structures, we'll get a distorted value. So, but it's not in this case. We will have some proper formatted data which any human being can read it properly. Okay. So for that, I will take the structure that we are going to save this structure instances to the file, and the structure is student structure, and they have three values in it, that is class id, name of the student, and marks of the students. Okay, so first of all, we need to write this structure instances to the file. For that, first we have to create the structure instances, and for that, what I will take is struct, or I think it's typed up, so we will take student s, and here we have three. We'll take three entries of the student. Okay, and here we will take class id. For example, the class ID is 101. Then the name is Alice, and the total percentage of marks is 89.5. Okay, and we have a second student have 102. The name is something, for example, Bob, and the marks of the Bob is 76.0%. And then the third have the ID of 103 with a name Charlie, and they have 92.3% of marks. Okay, so here I initialize the instance of this structure. We are going to send these three instances to the file. So for file operation, what we need to do, we need to open the file first, create and open the file. Okay, so for that, what we'll do, we have file star fp is equal to f open. Then we have to give the name of the file which we want to create, and that maybe student data.txt, and we will open it in write mode. Once it is open, we need to close it as well. So for that, I will do a close, and then we close it. And in between, what we have to do, we have to check this fp. If it is null, then we need to give a error. So we can use p error as well. File not opened. Okay. And from here, I will return. Okay. So if it fails, then this is the scenario, and then I'll take a loop. In loop, what I have to do, I have to int I is equal to 0, I less than 3, then we have I plus plus. Okay, because we have three entries of this structure, and then we use fprintf API that will write this data into the file, structure data. For that, the first parameter is file descriptor, then we have the format string here. Okay. So for example, first one is class ID, it should be integer value. Then I take a tab, then we have string value as a name, then again tab, and the third element should be point to f float value, and then I take a next line. And here we have si dot class id comma si dot name comma si dot marks. So this way we can write these all structure into the file. Okay. So I think first we see what is written. So we will compile it first. Then we have executable and we don't have any value. Okay, because we don't have print here, but the file should be created, student data. So I will open this file. So what is the text that is written? So you see here we have 101, 102, and 103 ls Bob Charlie and with the percentage. So this thing is there only. Okay. So we are able to write this file. So the next part of this, we want to recover this data. So how to do that? So as I upload this descriptor, I will open this descriptor again for reading now. Okay. So again, I will do this for reading. I'll open the same file. Okay. Then I think this will remain the same. The error condition over here. Third one is a loop. So I'll take the loop as well. Okay. And next will be loop. And here what I will do, in spite of doing this, I will take format right and I will create a macro as well. Okay. So I can create a macro. Here we have format right. Okay. So in order to make it readable, so we have to take another API for reading. So for that, firstly, we have to create a buffer on which we can read the data in that buffer. So before that, what I will do, I will have one structure. So student, I data load. Okay, and here I will take array of three to save this data. And here what I will do now, I will start reading the data from the file. So structure by structure. So we have three lines over here for now. So what I will do, I will take fscanf for getting the data. Okay. So the parameters are same like fprintf. So first parameter is this file pointer. Then we need the format. So what will be the format here? So it would be same as this. So what I will do, in spite of this, I will take read write. So both formats are same. So format read write. I'll copy this. I'll put it here. Then I need to give the address. How we give the address? We will give the address as data load I dot class ID. First is this data. Then we have name. Okay. For name, what I have to do, data load I dot name, and the third will be address of data load dot marks. So it should be in sequence. Okay. So for example, here if you see the first element is percentage %d, that is equivalent to this class ID. Second is a string, this name, and third is a float value rounded up to 2 decimal for marks. So similar way we have to do this formatting so that when fscanf get the value from this pointer, it will take line by line, and this way they can parse it. Okay. So there are three indexes we are reading. So it will be 3 lines. So one, two, three. So similarly, this loop will execute 3 times and it will load this data load structure, and all the data from the file is now saved here. Okay. So next thing, what I need to do, I have to print it as well. Okay. For that, what I will do, I will take um, printf here only. And what I will do, I will printf. Then we have first is ID. ID is equal to percentage %d, comma. Then we have name percentage %s, comma. Then we have marks, and it should be percentage %f, and then next line. And here, if you see, I will take this all data. But we don't need the address now in printf, but we need it in scanf because of the pointers that need that values. Okay, so once we do that, what I will do, I'll save it, I'll run it again, compile it, then I execute it. Data here is wrong. Why it has happened? This is because of this formatter. We cannot take the same formatter for both read and write. Okay, so what I will do, because we need the next line character to write to the next line for each structure, but not in case of read, because fprintf will take line by line itself. So what I will do, I will take a format here, and then I will define one formatter for read, and that should be percentage %d. Okay, then we have this one, because after the tab we need 49 as, because this name is 50 bytes, so it should be like this. And then the third, after the tab, We have percentage %f. That's it. If I save it, I have to change this as well. So here I am taking write, and here I have to take read. Okay, save it. Again, I compile it, and when I run it, you will see you will get the correct value. Okay, so we have 101, 102, and 103 with Alice, Bob, and Charlie with a similar marks. And this is about printf. But if we open the file, so you have the same data over here as well. Okay, so let's take some more alteration because I need some column. Like I need to know what is this 101, 102, and 103 in file only, so that the person can able to identify these values with this thing. So what I will do, I will take one line about right. So before writing this structure, I will write few lines into the file. So what I will write, I will take printf, then fp. Here what I will do, I will take id tab. Okay, then I have name and tab again and marks. Okay, and resolve with next line. In the next line, what I will do, similar here, printf. What I will do, I will have one single line here. Next line over this. Okay, so the first line should be this. Then we have this separation. Then we will write the structure over this. Let's see what's the output of this. Okay, so I will save this file and I will compile it. Okay, it is this fp here. Now it is fine. So I'll compile it. It's fine. Now if I run it, oh, I'll get some different values on reading this data. But what is there in file? So you see here we have ID, name, and marks, and there we have these values over this. So anyone can identify what which row is for which thing. Okay. So but we are not able to get the value from this. That is because we are reading the structure from line 1 only. Okay. So, but the line 1 contain this ID, name, and marks. Okay. So, for that, what I need to do is I will create a skip buffer over here. Okay. Simple. And then I use fgets. Okay. What I will do in fgets, I will take this skip buffer. Then we have size of skip, and then we have fp. So from this, we are skipping the first line. Similarly, I need to skip two lines here that we should know. Okay. So what I will do, I will clone this up again and I will put it here. If okay, then okay, so two lines are gone. Then we are scanning these values in the structure. So I'll save it. I'll compile it again. Now, okay. So if you see here, now you get the correct value again. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Thanks.